Today we have this really cool 3-story elevator design that uses barely any redstone. How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another redstone tutorial. Today we are going to be creating a simple 3-story elevator. Now this is the elevator right in front of me, and as you guys can see, it looks pretty cool and it only uses one slime block. Now although there's a lot of obsidian on the structure, that is mostly for decoration, so don't worry, you only need 4 obsidian blocks to make this thing work. Now this is pretty cool and it's also very easy to build, so let's see if we can take 1 second to crush that like button for this elevator, as well as don't forget to leave a comment down below and suggest another redstone tutorial idea that you guys would like to see on the channel. And also don't forget to subscribe, and once you subscribe, click on that bell to see when I post my latest redstone tutorials. Either way, let's go ahead and get started. Now here's the elevator right in front of us. Like I mentioned, it's out of a building. We didn't have time to build an entire building around it, but it has 3 different floors and you can basically use one slime block to access all of them. Now what we need to do is basically walk up onto the slime block over here, then look towards that button, hit that button, and we get launched all the way up to the 3rd floor. Now to get to the 2nd floor, we simply step onto this area, hit that button, and then go down to the 2nd floor, and then from the 2nd floor we go down to the 1st floor. Now as you guys can see, it is pretty simple like I mentioned, and the redstone is even simpler. I mean, take a look at this, not a lot going on over here, and you can build it quite quickly. So now let's go ahead and take a look at how to build this thing. Now before we get started, you're going to need the following items on your screen, as well as a 7x8 area that is 3 blocks deep. Now once you have all of those things, let's go ahead and start building the structure. The first thing you want to do is go ahead and grab yourselves some blocks of your choice and build out 1, 2, 3 on the 8 corner side, and then build this out to the entire 7 blocks. Now this is going to be our 1st floor, and it's going to be 7 by 3 blocks, and then we'll have a space of 2 underneath it. So once we have this, we want to go ahead and grab ourselves another block of our choice. My block is going to be a block of iron. You want to count 2 blocks to the right and then place down a block right at the bottom and build this up just like this. And then you want to go ahead and build up 1, 2 over here, and basically for every 2 space we're going to add in another floor. So we would basically build up a couple blocks over here and then build out another 3 by 7 area. So basically this is going to be floor number 1, floor number 2, and then floor number 3 will be right above this 2 block area. So as you guys can see, that is pretty much that. So let's go ahead and just build this out. So a 7 by 3 area right over here for the 2nd floor. I'm gonna make it out of my purple stained clay because I think it looks pretty cool and also blends well with the obsidian. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this out yet again to make a 7 by 3 area. Give you guys a little time to follow along with me here. And now what we need to do is just grab ourselves another block of our choice. I'm gonna grab some coal, that way it's going to be purple and black. I think it's a pretty cool color combination, and we could get rid of the obsidian for now. And what I wanna do is basically place down 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks on the right side of the structure and then 2 on the left side, and just basically just fill in this entire wall. And then I also want to fill in this part as well, or you can just fill it in if you want to. You don't really need to, but I like doing it. Okay, so there you go. We filled in that entire section. Now let's go ahead and fill up the right side. Then some over here. And then you want to build up 2 more and then build up like this, so it'll be like the 3rd floor section, because you don't want to have a 3rd floor without, the actual floor itself. Now what you want to do is come down here to the 1st floor, count over 1, 2, 3 blocks, destroy this block, and then place down a block on the ground, and this should basically elevate the ground by 1 block. Then you place a sticky piston facing up with a slime block right on the ground level of our contraption. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here and destroy this block, which is touching our slime block, and replace it with an obsidian block. And I'm going to do that for all of the blocks that will be touching that slime block. So that goes to a block to the right, the block in front, and the block on the left, as well as this one since the slime block moves up. Now once I replace all of those things, I'm going to grab myself another block of my choice and basically destroy this block right over here, as well as maybe destroy this block because I don't think we need that, and then build up this just like that. So it's going to be one block down, one block to the left, and then we're going to place down a redstone repeater going into that sticky piston. And then you want to just keep that on your original tick delay. Then you want to build up 2 blocks over here, and then you want to build up 2 blocks over there, destroy the block at the bottom, and basically create a staircase of 3 blocks. And then once you have that, you want to go ahead and basically find where the floor starts, and then you want to kind of find this block that lines up with the floor. So once you find that, you want to build out 2, destroy the one in the middle, and do the same thing for the 3rd floor. So there's the block, and then build out 2, destroy the block in the middle. Then I want to destroy all 3 of these blocks on the 2nd and 3rd floor, destroy the block in the wall, destroy this block in the wall, and then you should see that block behind that block. And then you want to place down a sticky piston facing towards this direction. It should fit right behind that snugly, and then you want to place down or replace the block that was in that section. So now it's like a hidden sticky piston. Okay, so once you have that, you want to go ahead and replace the floor. And you want to leave a space right over there. So I'm going to replace the floor here and leave a space. So you want to make sure you do that, otherwise it's not going to work. Now what I want to do is go ahead and grab myself another block of my choice and basically place down another block over here, 2 bits of redstone dust here. And then I want to place down another block right on top of that bit of redstone dust, destroy this block at the back, and then place down a redstone repeater going into that block, set that to a 4 tick delay. Then place down a redstone torch on top of this block. So let's grab ourselves a redstone torch. Whoops, I dropped it. And place it down right on top of this block, which should activate that piston. Then I want to grab another block of my choice and place it on top of that redstone torch. And then place down a bit of redstone dust on top of that block. Place down a block up like this, diagonal to that bit of redstone dust. Place down a bit of redstone dust here. Destroy this block. Now that should be activated. Then I want to grab myself a slab and then use the slab to place it upside down on the back side of that piston. So now when I do that, I could go ahead and place on a bit of redstone dust on top of there, and that should activate, which will then activate the piston and push this block out. Now you're free to go ahead and change this to whatever block you like, or you can just leave it like that so you know which block to step on, but in my case I'm just going to replace it so it matches the floor. Now we can continue building up the rest of the structure. Okay, so what we want to do next is basically come on over here to the 1st floor. At the top block, count over 1 and 2, place down a button. Then you want to do the same thing on the 2nd floor, so 1 and 2. And then finally on the 3rd floor, place down a button right over there. Now once we have that, we want to place down a redstone torch on the back of this button that has, or the block that has a button on it. Then you want to go ahead and build out 2 blocks right beneath that torch. Put a bit of redstone dust right on top of that, and then another redstone torch right over there. It should be inverted. Then you want to place down a block right beneath that redstone torch on the wall, and then you want to place a sticky piston facing down right just like that. Now once you have that, you want to destroy that block, then place down a block of redstone on the face of that sticky piston, build down 2 more blocks just like this, and then build 1 at the bottom, and then extend this by 2, destroy these 2 blocks, and then you want to place down 3 bits of redstone dust there. Then you want to place a sticky piston facing up over here, 2 blocks right over here, and then a block right on top of that to create a very small T flip-flop. And then we could come back over to the front, and yeah, that's pretty much the entire elevator now completed. So now let's go ahead and test out our elevator. I'm going to step here to the 1st floor, hit this button, I should get launched up to the 3rd floor. And once I'm here, I'm going to hit that button, get dropped down to our 2nd floor. And then once I'm on my 2nd floor, I'm going to go back onto this block, hit that button, and get dropped down back onto our 1st floor. Now obviously it isn't that efficient in terms of time, but it is very efficient in terms of redstone, and it's very easy to create very early on in the game. Now there's obviously a lot of different elevator designs, so if you want to see more of those, I will link my Redstone Tutorials playlist down below. But anyways guys, that is pretty much going to wrap up today's Redstone tutorial. If you guys did enjoy it, please yet again be sure to take 1 second to crush that like button. Let's aim for over 1,000 likes on this video. That'll be really cool, as well as don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button button to join the notification squad, and also you can check out some of my other Redstone tutorials on your screen right now. Anyways, this was Twiistz, and I'll see you guys next time.